Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, me
Okay,
and
good
you.
evening. Awesome. My name is Eugene Adavare, and I'm the host for this evening. So, this is Design with You. Welcome if you are not familiar with what we do here. We basically have these sessions on a weekly basis. So, the goal is to have speakers from different works of design space to come and enlighten the community about different topics that we hope would support the designers to improve, get better, and move a step closer to world class, essentially. So last week I had a session with Chukwuka from Spire, the co-founder of Spire, and this week we are having a product manager from Bitpowr, Peter Inu Erame, to talk about NFTs. So it's no news that NFTs is like the big thing in quotes. So there are lots of persons that are skeptical. Is this the big thing? How do I go into this big thing and things like that? So he would shed more light about NFTs, what they are, how to go about it, what we need to do if we're interested in NFTs, and the likes. So he's a product designer and user researcher who is passionate about solving problems and disrupting the process essentially. So he works with businesses to help develop and improve their products ideas from a human-centered perspective. So for the next couple of minutes, I would welcome Peter Inu to talk to us about NFTs, the need to know in NFTs. So after which questions will be entertained, and that will be it for this session. So Peter, it's your cue to join us now. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, Eugene, and thank you, everyone. Before I start, I would like to apologize for the noise in the background. I'm in Nigeria from Nigeria, so my generator is on. So if you are hearing that sound, please ignore it. All right. Before I start, I want to make this as seamless as possible. So if anyone here has any questions they had in mind before coming here, that is when you saw the advert, you said, okay, I want to know so and so about NFTs. Just drop your question in the messaging box so that as I'm explaining, I can tailor my conversation to that area and try and answer your questions as I'm speaking. Then at the end of the session, I will also ask if there are any questions. That's fair. So as I'm saying this now, please be putting your messages in that comment section. Then for the second thing, I just want two people to tell me what they understand about NFTs. Just two people. You can unmute yourself for this.
So anyone can basically speak. Okay, Ruth says she has no idea about anything on NFTs. Anyone else?
I think NFT is just like selling digital art. Like is more like decentralized, just like I don't know, blockchain kind of thing. Because they don't have the physical copy, so it's just like as if they are buying crypto. That's how I see it.
Okay, Shay, thank you for that answer. And you're right. You're right about that, but that's not everything. So I will start now, and I'm sure you will see why you are right and why it's also more than that. Let me just begin presenting. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me start. So, as I was saying, yeah, we are here to speak about NFTs. First thing everyone needs to know about NFTs is okay. Let me give you a broad summary about NFTs. I don't know if any of you have seen this card. This is a Omar Pepe card. It's an NFT that sold for 320,000 USD. Just this card, as you are seeing it, was sold for that. Then my like Shay said, this is an art piece. Now, these 5 word tweets, 5 words was sold for a whooping 2.9 million USD. At the time it was 1,900 FM headers. This was sold by the CEO of Twitter. So he sold this for almost 3 million USD. So yeah, now that we know about there's money in NFTs, let's talk about what I'm going to speak about today. I'm going to start with what NFTs are, how they work, the advantages and uses of NFTs, the problems that come with NFTs, minting your NFT, which is basically making your NFT, and the questions that you all might have. So, what are NFTs? What's the big fuss about NFTs? To start. First of all, let me tell you about NFT, that is non-fungible tokens, fungible versus non-fungible, and NFTs as digital assets. Okay, I've been using the word NFT, NFT, NFT. At this point, is a buzzword. So, NFT means non-fungible tokens. Yes, I know that's not helping. Let me explain what non-fungible means. What non-fungible means is that something is unique. You cannot pass it off for another thing. For example, now, I might say Eugene has a phone. Eugene's phone and my phone. They are both phones, but they are different phones. I cannot give Eugene my phone and accept his because my phone is unique to me. That's basically what the word non-fungible means. It means that something is special, something is unique. The way my mother is my mother and no one else's. That's basically what it means for something to be non-fungible. When it comes to NFTs, yeah, basically just toss the word token at the back of the non-fungible. It means that NFTs are tokens that cannot be exchanged for other tokens because they are unique. So NFTs are basically used to represent ownership, and anything can be an NFT. Anything at all, anything as far as it is digital or can be represented by a digital asset, it is an NFT. And of course, NFTs can have only one official owner at a time because they are unique and one of a kind. Okay, I've said a bunch about non-fungible. Now I want to differentiate what it means to be fungible and what it means to be non-fungible. Now, if you think about stuff like Bitcoin, Ethereum, any cryptocurrency, these are all fungible. What that means is, if I give you one Bitcoin now, you can sell that Bitcoin and another person will give you another Bitcoin. So it does not matter which Bitcoin you have because they are giving you the same value. The same way, if I pay you 10,000 naira today, and someone steals that 10,000 and that person gives you another 10,000 to replace that, it doesn't matter to you because the 10,000 nairas are different. But someone cannot steal your mother and give you another mother. They are different. That's what I mean by saying something is non-fungible, is irreplaceable, is unique. But fungible is not unique. Fungible is not unique, while non-fungible is unique. So that's what it means for the two of them. Now, fungible and non-fungible, these are both spectrums of a digital asset. Now, let me move on. and tell you about NFTs as digital assets. First of all, for those who do not know, a digital asset basically means anything digital that provides some sort of value. Guys, anything at all that is digital and you assign value to it, that's what it means to be a digital asset. Now, for NFTs, an NFT can be anything, anything at all. It can be images, photos, videos, animations, it can be a GIF, selfies, um, tweet. Yeah, this tweet is basically the one I showed you that sold for almost 3 million USDs. Surprising, virtual yarns are even sold, and I will even give you an example as we are going on about how NFTs can be used in business. All right, these are just photos of some NFTs that sold. For example, this right here, this one at the bottom is a Bitpowr video. When I say Bitpowr, Bitpowr is the artist that made this video. The video is 10 seconds, just 10 seconds, and it sold for a whooping 69 million USD. This is a GIF, that is an NFT, and these are other various NFTs. So, yeah, I've been saying NFT, NFT, NFT. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do these NFTs even work? So I'm going to start about speaking about NFT and ownership, how you own an NFT and the blockchain that they are run on, and I'll just speak a bit about is NFT, right, when you are creating artwork. I'm going to start with this, what do I call this? These screenshots. Yeah, this screenshot about, I don't know if anybody knows this. This is a board ape. Yeah, the board ape, yeah, there are several of them. They are all a group of individuals that are in something like a geek, sort of the way you have a group of people that are in, let's say, APC now. They are all together in that group or that club, and they use their NFT to represent them. They usually host meetups and all those sort of stuff between themselves. It's sort of like a ground for the ultra rich. That's how they what's the word? That's how they represent themselves within their group. So now what I was doing here was I was like clicking on that NFT that's being sold for 70 ethers just to save the same NFT. I have the same photo, but that photo is being sold for 70 ethers. And the others are being sold for hundreds of thousands of USD. Why would I buy this when I can just Control C and have that same photo? Now, I'm going to speak about that now. So basically, what you are buying is, I won't say you are buying the photo itself because, of course, anyone can have that photo. But what you are buying is the ownership of that photo. For example, anyone can say they have a photo of the Mona Lisa, but only one person can say, I am the owner. And what NFTs do is um, they prove that only that this person is the actual owner. Anyone can view that you are the real owner of that photo. Although anyone can have that photo, but only one person has that ownership of the photo. Also, the artist that made that photo has copyright laws and is entitled to royalties, but I'll speak about that as we are continuing. But now I just want you to know that whoever is buying the photo has the ownership, and it can transfer ownership when it is being sold on the blockchain. So, NFT on the blockchain. How do NFTs work on the blockchain? Basically, what that means is now NFTs are The first blockchain to allow NFTs was Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. And when NFTs were used on Ethereum, they don't use the same network that normal headers do. That's the normal Ethereum currency use. Their network is a bit different because now NFTs are unique and they cannot be divided. You can't divide one photo and say, this is my half, take your half. The same way a currency can be divided and say, okay, I don't want 1 Bitcoin, I want 0.5 Bitcoin. You have the other 0.5 Bitcoin. So that's basically what it means. That's why their networks are different, because NFTs are not divisible and are unique, and cryptocurrencies are divisible and not unique. So that's why the networks have to be different. Apart from the Ethereum network that was the first to allow for NFTs, other networks like Tezos, Cosmos, and Binance have created networks to allow NFTs to be used on the blockchain. Okay. Now let's talk about, we have been hearing, okay, I know about what NFTs are. Okay, I know how they work. So why do I need an NFT? What can I use it for? I'm going to start with the fun one, NFTs and games, NFT and gaming. Then I'm going to speak about NFTs in business, the boring one, and then I'm going to talk about digital content, what I'm sure most of you are here for. So start with NFT and gaming. So sometime last year, Ubisoft announced Quartz. That's this is their NFT platform for most of their big games. And what you can do there is that you can sell in-game items that have their unique codes on it. So the thing now is we are not 100% certain, but it's coming from a very reliable source that Ubisoft is giving away NFTs to their staff next month. It was announced that they passed a memo that they'll be giving out some to their staff, and their staff are welcome to apply for the NFTs. And the game they want to use for this is, for those of you that are game heads like myself, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm sure most of you know about this game. So that is the first game that Ubisoft will be employing NFTs for. The NFTs for this game are going to be called digits, and they are just cosmetic items, and they are nothing unique like weapons yet. So when you have the items, even if the game is done and dusted with, you will still have your items. So it's sort of like a momentum that memento that yes, I was part of this game, or yeah, I was part of this game. But aside from Ubisoft now, let me move away from Ubisoft and talk about the potential of NFTs in games. For example, those people that game a bunch like myself, when you start a game, there are some weapons that you buy in game. So now you can buy an NFT and have a weapon in game, and then you can join with this weapon. And let's say at the end of the game, when you're done with the game, you might want to sell this weapon and get your original money back, or recover a percentage of this money. And you'll be free to do that by selling the ownership of that NFT. Or if you want to keep that weapon, you can keep it. And in this same vein, the developers, the game developers, can also have royalties to this weapon. So when you are selling the weapon and receiving some money, the developer can also be receiving some royalties as far as that is included from the now final and from the now secondary price, and on and on and on it goes. Aside from that, I don't know how this will work, but many eyes in the industry are also thinking about how to include NFTs when it comes to moving weapons from game to game. Of course, I'm not sure how the mechanics of that will work, because we're talking about using a weapon from, let's say, COD Mobile and PUBG Mobile. I don't know how the mechanics of that is going to work, but it's something that is being used in the industry. Another aspect that NFT has a lot of potential in is in the metaverse. That's a very interesting one. So I'm going to say um that you can have your character as an NFT, and while you know that yes, you are the owner, you can always transfer characters to someone else, and so on and so forth, and so forth. So move on to NFT in business. Now, when it comes to business, the blockchain technology has the potential to revolution. I beg people. They not born me as Englishman. I am a Nigerian. I be a Sako boy. So what I'm trying to say is that the blockchain is a big deal when it comes to business. There are many things the blockchain can do for business aside from finance. Right now, everybody is into crypto trading, but there are many more things, many more applications that that blockchain has for the world. And I'm sure in the next 5, 10 years, everyone will see all that. In fact, there are some businesses that are already taking advantage of the blockchain, aside from those that are diving into um, cryptocurrency. But today I'm here to speak about NFTs in business. So I'm going to speak about one of my favorite companies that are into NFT in business, and that is the Bitcoin protocol. They are actually a relatively new company, but what they are doing is very impressive. So I don't know who is familiar about real estate marketing and the real estate industry in the US. But what Bitcoin people are trying to do is they are not trying to create a way for crypto holders to have a coin backed by the same type of models that banks, insurance companies, and governments use. So in summary, what they are doing is, instead of you going to a bank to create to pay for your housing and do all that, you can just do it from your phone using your crypto wallet and having your property. What will be employed will, of course, be smart contracts. And yeah, so the main point of doing this is, when you are doing stuff using the bank or the insurance company and so on and so forth, there are so many middlemen involved in the process. So of course, all the middlemen have to be paid, and that will directly influence the price, meaning you are going to spend more money. But when we are talking about the blockchain, you are removing several of these middlemen, which will help you maximize your return. For example, for this Bitcoin protocol now, I know that their the return, instead of your return being 0.1%, the way it would normally be if you are using banks and insurance companies, is already increased to about 2 to 3%, which is over 20 times what you will get if you are using the traditional means. So now you might be wondering how Bitcoin Protocol does it. So basically what they do is they give the homeowners the ability to exchange a euro of the property for a non-fungible token. When they say a U, how do they pronounce this? A U, that means the ability for you to give away part of your property rights, in case you are unable to make payments. So what you can do is that you can say, okay, I'm giving away 10% of my property rights to someone that wants to buy the property now and say, okay, yeah, you can have this part as an NFT. If I am unable to make my payment at the end of so and so, it becomes yours. Or you can basically set it in any way you want to set it using your smart contracts. Then Nike has recently decided to up on the trend, although they have not released the crypto kit yet, but they intend to, from the information that is being passed around in the industry right now. So basically crypto kits are, yeah, there will be a very limited set of sneakers, let me say 50 sneakers, 50 sneakers worldwide. And when you are buying a pair of them, you will receive an NFT with it. So what this does is basically proves ownership that, yeah, these are an original sneaker pair. The same way you can say, yeah, this is an original Van Gogh. Right? There are just 50 of this, and I have one of them. This is proof that um, this is not from Abba Boys. Yeah, so that's basically what the NFT for crypto kits are going to do. Just I can't remember the word. But it's basically just to prove that, yeah, I'm the owner, just for bragging rights. But it will be a lot of fun because many people are going to be interested in getting this. And now, okay, I've been saying uses of NFTs, why NFTs are making sense and all that. So let me speak on what. Oh wait, I think I missed one. Let me go back. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to speak on digital content. Yeah. So when you are profiting from NFTs, there are basically two ways to look at it. The first way to look at it is saying you are the artist. You are the one that made the NFT. How do you profit from it? Or you can look at it as I am a buyer. Why will I buy this NFTs? Of what use of it is it to me? So I'll start with the initial one. That is, I'm the one that made the NFT. Now, when I create an NFT, the major purpose of me creating an NFT is in order for me to create profit for myself. I want to profit from this NFT, and that is why I am creating my NFT. And hoping someone will buy my NFT is for profit. Then for the person buying the person buying the NFT may have two purposes. One, it might be looking to support the artist or the creator of the NFT. Let me say a new artist pops up, a new musical artist. Let me forget about art now. A new musical artist. For example, I'll use my favorite artist right now. ADM is a Nigerian musician. He's my favorite artist, but he's not too well known yet. He's still upcoming. So if I'm to say I want to support him now, if he hosts his song as an NFT, let's say he hosts the song and says, okay, he's setting it to have 50 copies. I will be one of the first people to buy a copy and say, yeah, in the next 10 years, when they are saying, oh, this guy is so big, is this, is that, I can prove that, yeah, when he was still new, I was one of his first supporters, and this is my NFT to prove it. And at the same time, I am giving him some money in the that is when I'm buying it to help promote him, but I'm not doing it for free in the sense that it's not as if he's begging for money. He's providing a service, and I am supporting by buying this NFT for me. So this way, both of us are happy doing that. So that's what I mean. So in the same way, I'm going to still talk about the other set of buyers that are there. That is people that collect all this stuff to make profit. So in the same way, I am buying it. I'm buying his song, his copy of his a copy of his song. In the same way, someone else might be buying a copy of his song. But me, why I'm buying it to support him. Another person might be buying it because he sees the potential and knows that in the next 5-10 years, he can sell this ownership for 20 times the price. So, person might buy the copy of the song, have the ownership, and hold it for 5 to 10 years. And then when this artist is in the world, when this artist has built, he sells it and says, okay, I bought it for 0.5 BTC. But now this artist is worth so much more and he has a massive fan base, and some fans might want to buy ownership just for the just to say that yeah, they are supporting this artist or they are one of his die-hard fans. The person that held the NFT for that 5-10 years can now sell it instead of selling it for 0.5 BTC, can sell it for 10 BTC or whatever price he puts on it. At the same time, the artist himself is also receiving some royalties from this sale. The way the artist received the royalties is because in the original smart contract, it was embedded into it's something they call it. I'm sorry, right now I can't remember the word, but when I remember, I'll come back to it. But yeah, you basically when someone sells the NFT, even if they are not the creator receives royalties as far as it was included in the smart contracts. So no matter how many people buy the art, music, or NFT, the creator can receive royalties. So that's another advantage for artists or whoever is creating an NFT. So yeah, back to the problems of NFT. Yeah. So of course, NFT, everything else has its own set of unique issues, its own set of problems that come with it. The number one issue that everyone on the internet seems to have with it is the fact that you can say, I have the same NFT for free. That's when I copy, when someone says, okay, I bought this NFT for 50K USD, someone will just come and copy it and say, dude, I have the same NFT and I got it for free. So now, how do we deal with that? How do we deal with that issue that comes from it? Well, I wouldn't say it's much of an issue because although everyone can say that yes, they have the same photo of this NFT or whatever, only one person can say yes, I'm the one with the ownership, and yeah, you can view it. I have the ownership of this NFT, so there's really not much to talk about that because it's not really an issue because that's what NFTs are from the start. It's just that most people do not really understand what an NFT is. The same way people can say, I'm the owner, only one person can say I'm the owner of the Mona Lisa or I'm the owner of this, but everyone else can view it and say, okay, I use my phone to take a picture of the Mona Lisa. Does that mean I own it? No, it just means you own a copy of it. That's what it means. Then the second issue is unoriginality. Now, I'm going to give you two arts as an example. I'm going to give you the board ape Yakyov and I'm going to give you the Yezi Ions. Now for the board apes, anyone that has seen the board apes, if you take a notice that the artist actually takes time to create each individual NFT. That is, he put in a lot of effort, the same way the artists that made CryptoPunks did, put in a lot of effort into creating these NFTs. But if you take a look at some other NFT collections, some people might just make 5 to 10 NFTs, and they'll start varying the colors. They'll start mass producing them. They're not putting in any effort or so. They are just in it to make money. While this is what most people, and I'm sure many people here are interested in doing, is an issue for those of us that enjoy pure arts. So that's the way that's the way about it. Nothing will be 100% effective. So that's the unoriginality ish and problem in sense that some people just mass produce some NFTs just to make a profit. The third issue is theft of intellectual property. Now, while why I say theft of intellectual property is I can make an art, I can draw a photo or make a song, record a song now. But if someone else owns that NFT before me, that person, not the artist, we have ownership on the blockchain. That person will have ownership. And if you that actually created it have not done your procedures and gotten your papers to prove that this is your own piece of artwork, own piece of music, it is almost impossible for you to say that you are the owner when someone else has already posted it as an NFT. So the best thing for you as an artist to do is as soon as you create an artwork or a song or whatever and you want to host it, make sure you post it before anyone else does. I'm sure eventually there will be a way to solve this issue, but for now, is first come, first serve. So I'm going to also move on, and I'm sure you have heard, okay, what these are the uses, okay, these are the issues. How do I make my own NFT? I want to do my own NFT. So how do you do that? Um, I'll start off. It's very simple. It's a very simple step. The first thing to do when you want to make your own NFT is to pick your item. What do you want to make an NFT of? Is it a video of yourself in secondary school? Is it a meme? Did you paint something? Did you make a video going out with your friends? Did you make a tweet, an Instagram post? Anything at all you want to put. Decide what your item is. That is what you want to make your NFT. When you have decided what your NFT is, you move on to the next step. Also, a tip: if you are making an NFT, the rarer it is, the better. Because if an NFT is extremely rare, it will go for a higher price. So now, when you have decided, okay, this is the NFT, this is the item or whatever I want to use as an NFT, you then move on to the next step, which is you decide which blockchain network you want to host your NFT on. Of course, the first network that started hosting NFTs was Ethereum, but there are other options like Tezos, Cosmos, Binance Smart Chain, and Polkadot. My favorite will always remain Ethereum, but there are several others. Then you move on to deciding on your digital wallet. That is also part of deciding your blockchain network. You have to set up a digital wallet because they don't say this most of the time, but setting up an NFT is not free. It's not free at all. So you have to pay when you're setting up an NFT. You have to host it on the NFT marketplace. I'll get to that. So when you set up your digital wallet, if you don't have a digital wallet already, you have to put in some crypto in order to um, start creating your NFTs on the NFT marketplace. So first step, select your item. Second step, choose a blockchain network and set up your digital wallet. If you do not have a digital wallet, create one and fund it with some cryptocurrency. Now, some digital wallets that are available are We have Coinbase, we have MetaMask, we have Alpha Wallet, we have Mask Wallet, we have Trust Wallet. There are several of them. You just have to decide on which one you want to use. As I said before, I prefer using Ethereum, and the same way I'll use Ethereum, the same way I can use Ether. And Ether is the most popular of all the cryptocurrencies that can be used on NFT marketplaces. Now, the next step, you have to decide on an NFT marketplace you want to use. Now, this is, I wouldn't say the toughest part, but is the part that I will advise you to take your time on in regards to the future. So, basically, an NFT marketplace is where you will put your NFTs to be sold and bought. That's why it's called a marketplace. So, yeah, there are several of these NFT marketplaces. There's OpenSea, there's CryptoPunks, there is NBA Top Shot, there's Variable, there's Super Rare, there's Foundation, Nifty Gateway, there's Foundation, there's Nifty Gateway, there's Theta Drop. There are several of them. There are many, and many more are still coming up. So now what you need to do is you need to take your time to decide on where you want to host your NFT, because as there are many of them, there are also some of them that are tailored to a particular type of NFT. For example, if your NFT is focused on basketball now, you might want to host it on the NBA Top Shot NFT marketplace, because this is a basketball-focused marketplace. So the same way you find, the same way you have an NFT, the same way to find where your NFTs, find NFT marketplaces that will be perfect for your NFTs. The another issue that you have to take note of is when you are finding an NFT marketplace, some NFT marketplaces might have their own cryptocurrency. I give you Variable as an example. Variable has their own cryptocurrency. I think the name is Rari. They have their own cryptocurrency. So before you can use their NFT marketplace, you have to convert your cryptocurrency from Bitcoin, Ether, whatever it is, to Rari before you can use the Variable NFT marketplace. So if you're not sure about that, you have to be very cautious before deciding on an NFT marketplace to use. For people that ask me, the best option, the best NFT marketplace for a beginner is OpenSea. This is always the best place to start because it is simple, it is straightforward, and yeah, you can mint your own NFT and it's a top NFT marketplace. So the next step would always be uploading your file. That's now you are ready to finally upload the file, video, whatever it is you have as an NFT. All the NFT marketplaces will show you, they all have a guide for how you are going to upload your file to their platform, whether it is a picture, a GIF, a music, video, whatever it is, they will all give you the option and a guide on how you upload it to their marketplace. So each marketplace will have that, and you can, and it's a very straightforward process. Then now the most interesting part, when you are setting up your sales process. Okay, awesome, you have your NFT, you have posted it on the NFT marketplace, you have done all that. How do you finally make your money? This is the very sweet part. When you have put up your NFT, now that you want to monetize it, you have to decide. You want to sell it at a fixed price, you want to set up an auction. Will the auction be timed or will it be unlimited? Now, the reason why is up to you to decide whatever you want to set it as. If you set it at a fixed price, that means the first person that wants to buy the NFT just has to meet that price and he buys it for that price. But if you are setting it as a timed auction, what that means is, let's say you put it at an auction, you say 1 month, this NFT is up for sale for 1 month. Anybody can submit their auction, and at the end of the auction, the person with the highest bid we get that NFT. That's what it means for it to be a timed auction. Then when you're setting an unlimited auction, that means you just toss your NFT up there and say, okay, this is an auction for so and so NFT, and people just start um, dropping whatever it is they can afford to use to buy that NFT. And it's up to you to decide when you want to end the auction and sell your NFT. But now, the thing is, you need to determine for auctions, that's the timed and the unlimited auction, you need to determine what your minimum price is. The reason why you have to do that is because you want to avoid yours. You don't want to make a yours. When you are hosting your NFT and doing all that, you are spending money, of course. So let's say you spend 100,000 to host an NFT on the marketplace. If you do not set a minimum price, someone can just buy it for 20,000, and you don't want that because now you did all that for nothing. So um, um, when you have put up your NFT, you can set the price to be minimum price of 150,000, and then let them start the auction from there and see how high it goes. But if you are setting a fixed price, you can just set it at okay 200,000. Whoever meets that gets the NFT. Another tip for you is when you are setting up your NFT, do not forget to add royalties into the NFT so that in case the next person to buy your NFT sells your NFT, you will also get a percentage of that sale. So always set up your royalties, but be mindful of the amount you set as royalty because if you set it too high, it will deter people from wanting to buy that NFT. So yeah, that's basically what it means to mint your NFT and sell your NFT off. So yep, if anyone has any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them.
Hi guys, thanks a lot for this session. It's been really insightful. So if there are any questions, please drop on the chat box or unmute yourself so you can quickly answer and we'll be done for the session.
Hi, I have a question for Peter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Yes. So regarding thank you for the class. I understood everything, but where I'm confused is he said we need to like for hosting of the NFT on the platform, we need to pay like a certain amount to host your NFT, right? And when we are setting the price, we can set it for fixed, unlimited auction or limited auction. Does the price varies for like the duration of the time you are going to be hosting your NFT on the platform? Like you said, for example, now if you hosted the NFT for 100,000 naira, if I'm to host my like pay the platform 100,000 naira to host this NFT, to host my NFT, right? If I decide that I want unlimited auction, like does the what I'm supposed to ask, like does the price varies, like, or is there a fixed price for hosting your NFT, or it depends on like so many things, that okay, is it fixed, is it limited, is it unlimited, or we have a fixed price and have these different options? So that's like my first question. And the second question is, okay, after hosting, paying to host my NFT, and like I don't get like or it's like I don't know, it's sales guaranteed. Like how do one make sales off it? Like when I host this my NFT now, okay, I see people like tweeting about it and stuff. And sometimes the people that even buy their NFTs, they are not people that There are a lot of people that they know. So does it have to do with, okay, if you want to market a product, you have to, if you want to sell a product, you have to like market it well and stuff. Does it involve any marketing strategy, or your buyer will just find you? That's my question.
Okay, to answer your first question, the issue is that the prices vary and they are set by the marketplace that you want to host on. So today the price might be 100,000 to host it, and tomorrow it might be 20,000. So you don't really know what price you are going to meet at whatever time. The best you can do is you can be monitoring the marketplace for a month to see what prices it might be and when it might dip or when it might increase. For now, it is not stable. That's also a factor to consider when you are deciding on what marketplace to host on. You might see OpenSea's price is too high, and you might decide to go with NBA Top Basketball or another marketplace. So that's for the first question. Shay, is that okay for the first question, or did I miss it?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. Then for the second question, this is the dangerous part about NFTs as a content creator. People buying your NFT is not guaranteed. For every person you see that sells their NFT for 10,000 USD, there are over 500 that nobody saw their NFT anywhere. Now, you can market your NFT. That's up to you. You can post it on your social media or find whatever way you want to market it. I'll give you an example of someone that marketed his NFT in a very ingenious way. What he did was he made an NFT and he used another means to buy that NFT from himself. But what other people are seeing outside is, oh wow, somebody bought this NFT and he bought it from himself for 30,000 USD at the time. So to other people, they are saying, oh wow, person B bought this NFT for 30,000 from person A. They don't know any of the persons, but behind the scenes, it's the same artist that is buying it from himself. And after buying it for 30,000, someone else saw what happened and was like, oh wow, it seems this NFT is massive. I think I need to buy this NFT. Let me buy it from this person that bought it for 30,000. And the person bought this NFT, he bought from himself for 30,000 and bought it for 100,000 USD. So what that means is, from that person's point of view, that is the secondary buyer, he has bought an NFT that will be profitable to him in the future because he feels that other people have seen this NFT and they want it. But behind the scenes, it was just a marketing strategy by the creator of the NFT to sell his NFT. So you have to think of unique ways to sell your NFT, because if someone doesn't just walk across it and says, oh wow, this NFT is awesome, you won't see any buyers. So when you make an NFT, you have to decide on how you want to market your NFT. Does that answer your question, Sherry?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, does anyone else have any questions for me?
Hello?
Okay, right, tough up. Right, I can't hear you. You have a question?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. Shoot.
Yeah. So I enjoyed your speech. Thank you for the class. I was trying to ask a question as regards NFT community marketing. Like I get to learn. Please permit me if I'm wrong. Why you explaining? You're explaining based on the future of NFT and an individual trying to mint out, trying to like create this NFT for the process and the marketing. But I don't know, a recent trend from the Discord, different Discord groups. I'm trying to like understand something here. There's a different kind of NFT, community-based NFT marketing. I don't know if you could help throw more light on that. If there's a prospect in terms of people coming together or something. But I just know that there's this community-based power that people are pulling out in the Discord in order to get their NFTs valued or something like that. I don't know if you could help throw more light. I'll be grateful.
Okay. That's basically one of the, would I say, marketing strategies that you can employ to boost your NFT value. So what they are basically doing is that they are trying to help each other as artists and creators. They are trying to help each other to increase the value of their NFT. That's basically what they are doing. That's the summary. That's the summary of what they are doing. You also mentioned that I didn't really throw too much light on the buyer perspective. Yeah, you're right. Okay, the thing is, for now, the reason why I didn't throw too much light on that is because if you buy an NFT now, most of the people that are buying NFTs now are buying them with the sense of this NFT may be valuable in the future. Nothing is set in stone yet, but they want to be the first set of people to grab hold of that NFT and make a profit in the next decade or so. Sort of the way in the early 2000s, some people just bought domain names without using them, and 10 years later, let's say they bought a domain name for $1 and they're selling it for 5,000 USD, so someone else wants that domain name. The same way, most of the people that are buying NFTs now are buying them with the hopes of it being valuable in the future. The reason why I don't speak on that was because I did not want I don't want to promote something that is not certain yet. That's why I don't speak too much on the buyer perspective. Does that answer your question, or are you still confused?
Yeah, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Thank you.
All right, right. Thank you.
So,
Anyone else?
I wanted to ask a question too. Sorry, Peter.
Okay, okay.
So, as regard this minting of 1,000 pieces, like this community-based stuff that they do, they'll tell you that our minting is in so time. Everybody come around and mint 1,000 pieces of the NFT, and the community will try to like do publicity. I don't know. Can you hear me? Like, put more light on the minting process or something? I don't know.
Okay.
It's just
The minting process is basically what I explained about creating an NFT. That's what I told you about choosing your blockchain, setting up your wallet, and paying the NFT marketplace. That whole process is what is known as minting. Minting is just a fancy word for making your NFT, just a fancy word. So when they are doing that community gathering, they are gathering to maybe decide on what NFTs to and what marketplaces to use, how to source for funds, and that's basically what they are doing. That process of creating the NFT is what it is known as minting, just a fancy word.
all right. Thanks. I'm grateful, bro. Welcome.
All right,
Thanks.
all right, boss.
Hi, Peter, can you hear me?
Anyone else?
Hello?
Yeah, Eugene. Alpha.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I can hear you.
Okay, it's coming from someone in my room. He wants to ask about NFT marketplaces. So,
Okay.
Okay, hi Peter. Nice. It was you talked so much, and I really appreciate it. Okay, my question is about NFT marketplaces. Is it that the marketplaces are all connected to each other, or is it possible for me to sell my NFTs on different marketplaces or something? Or if someone buys from maybe one, can I still sell the same NFT on another one?
Um, at the same way, how do I put it? The NFT marketplaces are not connected to each other in the sense of the word, but if you host an NFT on one marketplace, you can't sell that same NFT. Why they are not directly connected to each other? They are connected to each other via the blockchain network. The whole point of the marketplace is to buy and sell NFTs, but the NFT data, the NFT metadata is still on the blockchain, is still on the Ethereum network or whatever network it's on. It is not on the NFT marketplace. The NFT marketplace is just where you come to buy and sell. So why you can go to different markets you can go to Aba markets, or you can go to Bayogu markets to buy and sell. You cannot sell the same NFT in one market and in another market. Those markets are just points where you can buy and sell an NFT, but the NFT metadata is still hosted on the blockchain network. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Peter.
Sorry,
Okay.
hello, Peter.
Yes,
Sorry.
Brett.
So I guess to an extent, I kind of had a question when you were trying to explain the question to this guy. His answer, rather.
Okay. Okay.
And that, I guess what we're trying to say is, can you like sell a particular artwork on two different platforms? Not NFT, like
No,
hints and yeah?
no. You cannot.
You cannot. All right, I get. Yeah. Thank you.
So, are there any other questions so we could let our guests have the rest of the night off? We could take like one more question before we have to go.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I have a question. Thank you for everything.
We can barely hear you, so
And my question, oh my God. Hello, now. Hello. I,
Hello, I have a question. Can you guys hear? Hello,
yes, we can hear you. Go on.
yeah, Peter, you said something that you can sell the NFT on different marketplaces, right? Let us say I have an NFT, right? And I have like an art rather, and I want I want to turn it to an NFT. So I went to like OpenSea um, to make it to convert it to an NFT. Do you mean I can't go to another platform to make that same art and turn it to an NFT? Do you get my question?
Okay. Now the issue with that is if you want to sell an NFT as an artwork, now how do I put this? You can not, because you have to go to the same source. Are you understanding me? Or wait, what I'm trying to say, you wanted to sell on a network, and in the end, you were not able to sell on that network. You want
Let,
to sell on that
let,
network.
let assume I have a picture, right? So I want to sell it as an NFT. So I
Yeah.
go to OpenSea to then I upload my images, then pay for minting fee or whatever, then convert it to an NFT. Then can I go to another platform and upload the same picture
Okay, that
and
what that
and
mean.
it
I'm
yeah
so
selling on different market?
sorry. I did not get that question well. Eugene, your friend, please apologize to him. I did not get the question well before. From my
Okay.
understanding of the question, my mind went to buying the NFT. I'm so sorry about that. So sorry, my mind went to buying of the NFT. So, Eugene's friend and Erisan, I'm so sorry about that. I did not get the question very well initially. What from what Erisan has explained now, what you are talking about is you as the artist hosting the NFT on multiple platforms. Am I correct now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. There's no rule you cannot. There is no rule about that. There's no rule stating that you can host it on multiple platforms. Does that answer your question? Sam, I'm trying to say Sam. Every son.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So that means
Eugene.
uh, hello. That
Yeah.
means I can sell on multiple marketplaces. Huh?
I know you that.
I said, do you mean I can sell on multiple marketplaces? Huh?
Um, the thing is, there's no rule against that. So I've not tried it out. I've not tried it out. But to
Because
see how much.
why I'm saying this is that I have like a picture. Huh? So I went to OpenSea. I hosted the picture there, and I went to another marketplace. The same picture, I hosted it there, and they didn't complain about it. So, and I have two.
What?
Uh, I said I have like a picture. Right? So I went to
Yes.
OpenSea to host the picture as an NFT. So I went to
Yeah.
another marketplace. I hosted the same picture.
Yes.
So as an NFT. So it's on different marketplace with one picture.
Okay. Yeah. That was I was saying that sorry about confusing the question about picking up the other question. All right, Erison, thank you. Anyone else?
Okay, thank you very much, Peter. I think that's all we can take for tonight. So I would first like to thank you very much because literally I had no speaker for today or tonight rather. So I was basically just looking for who to cover for tonight. So I was introduced to Peter a couple of days ago and he has literally done justice to the topic of NFTs. So I really cannot appreciate you enough. So thank you very much, Peter, for this session. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to him on LinkedIn or on Twitter to answer your questions. And just a side note, we have these sessions on a weekly basis on Sundays by 8 p.m. The flyers are usually out a weekend before the session starts, like Thursday, Fridays. We have flyers up already. So you can follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn as well. So on Sundays by 8 p.m. is our weekly sessions. Someone asked earlier, he was a designer and he didn't know what was going on here. So the goal of Design with You is to basically bring in senior designers or project managers or even developers to come and share knowledge with designers on how they can improve their crafts and basically take them a bit closer to world class, essentially. So that is what we want to try to achieve with this initiative every week, every Sunday by 8 p.m. So that will be all for tonight. Once again, thank you very much, Peter. It's really been an amazing session. Thanks a lot. So good night, guys. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
All right. Good night, everyone.